Every woman has moments where she worries about her shape, weight, and overall appearance. Do I look fat? Why is my belly not flat? What should I eat today to stay in form? Oh no, I ate too much. Okay, tomorrow I will do detox and do sports to compensate it. At some point, I was not controlling these thoughts anymore. They took control over me and my life. 80% of the time, I was thinking about my shape, food, fitness, and so on. Now I'm finally getting out of this hole and feel ready to share my story and things that helped me the most. If you want to get over your eating disorder, if you want to start to really enjoy other things apart from food and everything that has to do with your body, it may be traveling, spending time with your friends and family, enjoying your work and hobbies and so on, then this video is definitely for you.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Olga. That's the most difficult video I've ever done here on YouTube. You know, normally people on YouTube do videos about some stuff which they are good in. That's what I've been doing. I was doing some fashion content, vlog content, some motivational content, but that's not going to be the case today. Today I will be sharing the story of my eating disorder, of something which I've been struggling with for almost 10 years of my life, and I'm still not 100% healthy, but I already achieved some great results. So I felt that I really want to share with you my experience, because maybe it will help some girls who have similar problems which I do. So first I will tell you my story about how I ended up having an eating disorder, and in the second part of this video I will share with you 6 things which really helped me dealing with it. If you are not interested in hearing my story, then you are welcome to use time codes which you can find down below and directly skip to the second part. But first I would also like to mention that I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor, so there will be no medical or scientific information here, just my own experience. But I mean, that's what YouTube is all about, isn't it? So let me tell you my story. I will try to keep it short. First of all, I was never fat. My parents are not fat, and I was always normal. I was not like too thin, but I was normal. But then when I was maybe 15 years old, I entered this stage where a girl is becoming a woman and her body changes. Very often during this time, many girls tend to gain some weight. It is normal. This is how our body works. And some girls just go through this stage without paying attention to the fact that they got a little bit bigger than they were. And maybe when they are 18 or 19 years old, they are back to their normal body shape. But some girls, and that was my stage, realize that something has changed, that they look different, and that they don't like how it looks. And we can talk for hours about why exactly did this happen. Maybe parents didn't pay too much attention. Maybe someone has pointed that I gained some weight and I don't know, that traumatized me somehow. So we may talk for hours about what exactly has happened. Maybe who is the one who said some bad things to me that it was like a seed for my eating disorder. What I recommend to do is not paying attention to how it happened and why. It's not only about eating disorder, like everything which you have in your life you are not happy about. Don't think about how it came out this way, whose fault was it, and so on, because it takes so much energy. Just say to yourself, okay, I have this problem, I want to change it, and I will do it. That's all you need. It's a very strong position, and it helps creating a life which you actually want to have. So yes, basically I gained some weight, and somehow I mentioned that I gained some weight and I didn't like it. And I started to think a lot about my body, about my shape. I started to trying out some diets. I started making sport, and I was making a lot of sport, not because I like sport. I never liked sport when I was a child, but to get thinner, but to get rid of this weight. And that is so not right, because everybody has to do sport only first when he wants to, and second, not to get thin, but to get healthy, to get energized, to get stronger, and so on. Yeah, but I was making a lot of sport to get rid of this weight. Yeah, diets and sport worked for me. I lost lots of weight, and at that moment my life changed to the best. I was very happy with how I look. I felt very confident, and of course when you feel confident, then your life is a lot better than before. I started making new friends. I had a lot attention from men and so on. And my brain at that point made assume that if I'm thin, I'm happy. Actually, it's because I was confident and not thin. But my brain made a file that, okay, if I'm thin, then I'm happy. And after that, I started being obsessed with the way I look, with my weight, because if I'm thin, I'm happy. So I always need to be thin. And I can't gain any weight. I was paying too much attention to how I look and what should I eat, what should I not eat, should I do sports today or not. And that was definitely the beginning of my eating disorder, but it became even worse. When I was 21, I moved from Russia to Germany, and it is always a stress when you move to another country. And I was looking for some way to compensate this stress, and I found my way, my brain found a way, and it was eating. I was eating lots of food, and that's what helped me to stay calm. I didn't realize that in the moment, but I just needed to eat and eat and eat. It is still better than to start drinking too much alcohol or, I don't know, taking drugs or so on. So that's not the worst way. But for me, in combination with this obsession about my body shape, it was, not the best combi. I was eating every time when I felt lonely, I guess. It's normal to feel lonely when you're in a new country all alone. But because I was so obsessed about staying thin, about looking beautiful and so on, I needed to get rid of this food somehow. So sometimes when I have overeaten, I have told to myself, okay, next day I will not eat anything because, I need to work it out. Or next day I will do 3 hours of sport to get rid of this extra food which I have eaten. Or I found different ways how I can get rid of the food that I've had. It was a circle, so I was overeating, then I had to get rid of it, then I was hungry, then I was overeating, and that took so much of my time, that took so much of my energy, which I could have invested in some other more important things. That was the case, and I was living like that for 10 years. Because I was 21 when I moved to Germany, and now I'm 31. And 2 years ago, I just said to myself, okay, I can't live like that anymore. And I started to try out different things to help me. And I've made a really great progress in the past 2 years. So now I really want to share with you things that helped me the most. So first step, which really helped me, is realizing that I have this problem and that it doesn't help me. It may sound strange now, but actually every addiction, whether it's eating disorder or, smoking or taking drugs or drinking alcohol or any other addiction, in the beginning, when you get this addiction, it actually helps you. Like in my example, this overeating problem was actually there to help me to overcome this stress in a new country. It helped me to deal with this stress, to deal with this feelings of loneliness and so on. Sometimes when people have some crisis in their life, for example, when they get divorced or when somebody dies or so, they tend to start either smoking or drinking. And of course, it is not the best way to get out of this problem. But sometimes it is the easiest way for our brain, and in the beginning it really helps. When it came to your life, it came because it helped you in this moment. So you have to realize it, you have to be thankful that it actually helped you to overcome some phase in your life. But now you have to realize that you don't need it anymore actually. You don't have this crisis in your life anymore. Of course, every one of us has some problems and so on, but you need to feel that now this eating disorder is not helping you, but it is stopping you from achieving some goals. It is keeping you away from your dream life. That was my case. I felt that I want to do so many things. I want to make YouTube. I want to spend great time with my family. I want to enjoy this life. But 80% of the time I'm thinking about my shape, about what I'm eating, about how I can stay thin. So I realized, oh no, I'm losing so much energy to that. I don't want that anymore. Realizing that and explaining to your brain, to yourself that, okay, eating disorder, thank you very much, we had a great time, but I don't need you anymore. It's really the best first step which you can make. I moved to another spot. My second and my favorite piece of advice which I can give you, which helped me, I think, the most, is to find some role models, so some women who have similar body type as you do and who have same things in their body which you don't like in yours, but who don't care about it, who show it, who is happy with it. For example, I'm actually very slim, very thin, but I have the only spot on my body, and that's my belly, which I don't like and which bothers me. And what helped me a lot is when I found an Instagram page of Agent Provocateur. I'm not pronouncing it right because I don't speak French, but it's this French lingerie brand, very beautiful one, quite an expensive one, quite a luxury lingerie brand. I was scrolling their page on Instagram because I wanted to see some beautiful lingerie, maybe to buy some for me. And then I saw some models there who are very slim but who are, for example, sitting on a photo and they have here some belly fat, and the brand didn't apply any Photoshop to these photos. Okay, maybe they smoothed the skin a little bit or so, but they didn't put away this fat. And this was a game changer for me. Something just clicked in my mind at that point, and I saw a woman but she is Agent Provocateur model, and she has also some belly fat, and they don't hide it. And starting from that, I just tried to pay attention to women who also have this belly fat. This is my case. In your case, maybe you have bright hips, maybe you have some cellulite. So just try to find some role models who have similar body shapes as you, but those who are not hiding it and who are living a happy life, who are just not paying attention to it, you know? So for me that was a game changer. So yeah, let me try to work as this role model for you. If you have seen my fashion videos, maybe my fashion shorts, then you know that I normally look very slim, but it's just because I know my body shape, I'm wearing like the right clothes for me. But here I'm sitting and I have, as you can see, some fat on my belly, and that's okay and that's normal. So you don't have to do anything about it. You can be happy with it and you can live your life with it. Yeah, so that was the second piece of advice which I wanted to share with you. The third thing that helped me a lot is to minimize food and body shape topics in your life. So unsubscribe from all Instagram or TikTok or YouTube accounts who are sharing recipes, who are talking about nutrition, even if they talking about healthy nutrition, if they are not talking about diets and so on. For a small period of time, you have to get rid of all the things which have to do with food, diets and so on. Same for fitness and body shape. Unsubscribe from all the accounts, even if they are talking about sport, to get healthy, to feel strong and so on. For a small period of time, you have to find some new topics, because nutrition and body shape topic are only like 1% of your life. Maybe if you have eating disorder, it was my case, it was 80% of my life, but you have to minimize it to 1 or maybe 5% of your life. So try new topics, spheres which you are interested in. It may be, I don't know, fashion or some educational content or psychological content, anything that you like, maybe some creative content, and try to watch or hear this content. Same for offline activities. The easiest way, it's what we all do, is to go to a restaurant, maybe to a new restaurant, and it's like the easiest way to spend some free time. You have to change it. You have to try out some new activities which don't have anything to do with food and again with body shape. Maybe some, I don't know, painting master classes, or visit some museums, or I don't know, do some extreme activities. So you have to find things which are suitable for you, which you enjoy. And you have to understand that it is not always easy, because to go to a restaurant is like the easiest way how you can spend your free time. And maybe if you, for example, want to try out some painting class, you have to find it. You have to pay for it. You have to find some time for it. Maybe you want to find a friend who can go with you, and all your friends don't want. Then you have to get over this fear of going there alone. Yeah, that's just an example. So there will be many but on your way, but you have to step over this but and try different activities, and you will definitely find some which you enjoy. Just try to do them more often, also to get away from these food, body shape topics. What also helped me a lot is detecting some activities that take me away from bad thoughts, because you need to understand that every eating disorder, of course, is some physical act. It's either you are overeating, or you are not eating enough, or you are doing too much sport. So it's some physical act. But in the beginning, there are always some thoughts which trigger you to do this physical act. So for example, if you have a problem with overeating, normally these are some bad thoughts which you have. Maybe you are afraid of something, or something bad happened, or you had a bad conversation with somebody. These are always some bad thoughts in the beginning, and then when you go and eat a lot of food, it's what takes you away from these bad thoughts. Yeah, so you have to find some other activities apart from eating, for example, or apart from doing sport, which take you away from bad thoughts. Yeah, same if you, for example, have thoughts that you don't look the way you like, you're looking in the mirror and you don't like what you see, something like that. The next logical activity is to try out some new diet, or to do sport, or something like that. Don't do it. Try to find something else which will take you away from these obsessive thoughts. For example, at one point I realized that I enjoy doing macrame, or painting, or doing puzzles, and I actually enjoy many activities, but some activities you can enjoy them, but you are still thinking of something else during these activities. But for me, like when I was painting, or when I was doing puzzles, or when I was doing my macrame, I was in some kind of meditative state. I was not thinking about anything, or maybe I was thinking about anything, but I didn't remember what I was thinking about. So it was like turning my mind off. And it helped me a lot. And when I realized that, the next time when I started to have some eating disorders thoughts, I just said to myself, wait, we don't have to do like the usual activities that we do, like eating, or I don't know, shaming yourself about how you look or something like that. I have other alternatives what I can do. I can go paint, I can go do a puzzle or something like that. Of course, I have to mention going to a psychologist. It's always the best thing which you can do when you have some emotional problems, and eating disorder is an emotional problem. But please just make sure that you don't have like high expectations that psychologist will heal you 100%. The psychologist can only give you some exercises, some tools, how you can work with your thoughts. He can help you to understand what is your mechanism of your eating disorder, because everybody has its own mechanism. To make it all work, you have to practice a lot. You have to actually do these exercises. So it's 24/7 work. It's not only a 1 hour session with psychologist a week or 2 hour session with psychologist a week. You have also to do a lot by yourself between the sessions, and only this way you may get results. I went to psychologist almost 2 years ago or 1.5 years ago, and I was in therapy for 3 months. But I have to say I was doing only 50-60% of the things that she told me. I was just not ready for the other thing, and that was the result. She helped me, she definitely helped me. I still use some of the exercises that she gave me. She helped me to understand what's going on, and it also helped me a lot, but I didn't heal 100%. But if you have an opportunity to go to psychologist, please do. The last thing which I want to share with you, and that's also something new for me, I learned it only here on Bali, and I already see great results, so I have to share it with you. I talked a lot about thoughts in this video. The key to live happily, to feel good, like physically, is to learn how to listen to your body, because nobody, no doctor, no psychologist, not me, nobody knows better, and also your brain doesn't know better than your body does. If you start listening to the signs which your body gives you, you will directly start to eat the right food, like the right food for you on this day. Your body will tell you what it needs exactly on this day, and if you hear it and eat this food, you will feel both satisfied and you will not feel hungry, and so on. You will not feel like you have overeaten. You will also know what physical activity exactly you need today. You have to feel it with your body, not with your brain. You don't have to think like, okay, yesterday I did some strength training, today I need to do some cardio. No, you will feel what your body needs today, and this activity will bring you 100% more result than the one which your brain came up with. And it may sound easy, listen to your body, but actually we have all forgotten how to do it, because we all live with our brains. But I can share with you one technique which I learned here on Bali, which really helped me in the beginning, and when I started to practice it every day, now I really hear my body a lot better than I did before, and now I don't always even need this practice to understand what my body needs. Lasts only 20 to 30 seconds, so let's do it now together. You are sitting somewhere, I guess, so it doesn't matter where you are right now. Just close your eyes, put one hand on your belly and the second hand on your heart. And now we have to start breathing. So take a deep breath and feel how the air goes up from your belly into your heart. And when you breathe out, feel like the air is going down from your heart back to your belly. Do it 3 times. So breathe in, pay attention to where the air goes in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, the air goes from your belly up to your heart, breathe out. And the last time, breathe in and breathe out. Don't open your eyes. Stay where you are right now and just try to say, don't say it out loud, ask your body, what I can do for you today, my dear body. What do you want? What do you need? And just try to keep still for 10 seconds and to feel what it says you. When I first tried this practice, my body told me, what means it told you? It's like the thought which you get, but when you're in this relaxed stage, when after you have breathed, when you are in this a little bit meditative state, the thoughts which you get are not from your brain, they are from your subconsciousness, and these are actually the right thoughts. So what I got a thought that my body wants to do some relaxing activities like dancing, because I was doing a lot of strength training or functional training when you have to, when all of the movements are very, like edgy, and my body told me that I need, like some smooth movements, either dancing or something like that. And that's what I did, and I actually felt great after dance classes. Now I'm already in another stage and I enjoy more Pilates, but that's what I try to ask my body every day, what do you want today? And the same with food. And if you have not heard anything now, if you have not felt anything, don't worry, just keep trying to do this practice. And maybe it is not so easy to do it when you are watching a video on YouTube. Just try to do it when you are on your own. It's a very easy technique, and I am sure you will get it. I'm sure you will hear what your body says. That was it. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. I hope that you liked it. I hope that it was helpful for some of you. Write me in the comments what piece of advice was the most helpful for you right now. It is very important for me to hear your feedback, because it was not easy to make this video. So I will be very thankful if you share your emotions, your opinion about this video, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye bye.